kind of do, because the way that I dress is what's going to show off certain things. Like, for example, today,
they want to smash.
if I dress like this to go out, I know exactly the attention I'm going to get.
They want to smash only.
That's okay if they want to smash, depending on how I dress. I know the ones that want to smash.
It does not refute the point. Look.
Subscribe to Silent Business.
And expect me to drop and be like, yeah, sure, I'll drop everything.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, you should.
Because at the end of the day, I'm interviewing you to see if you are someone that I want.
This is what I mean.
It's not that way around.
The real problem is you don't like him.
Yeah.
No, I liked him.
No, not that much. Like, I've been in situations where a guy wants me to drop my schedule, and I don't. And it's because, and I would rationalize it with myself, thinking, oh, it's just because I'm super busy. But the guy I just started dating, it was like, it was like I cleared my schedule and I'm crazy busy. It's like
priorities.
It's like if you like him, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if he earns that, he didn't get to that point. This was the early stages. He's meant to be impressing me.
But here's this is what they lie to us. The men that spend all this time impressing us, we don't like them. If you really like a guy, it's like immediate.
Look.
That's the problem.
That's the problem, bro.
That's the problem.
I don't want to be a fucking asshole here, but you're objectively average looking. You're gonna keep it 1,000, okay? You're objectively average looking.
I really don't care. It's not about my looks.
Okay,
it's really not about my looks.
It is about your looks. Okay, so and you have access to these higher status guys, right? And they're hitting you up, which was my point earlier, by the way, which I fantastically made. And you think, right, that your value is on par, if not actually higher than the men's, which is why you're rejecting them, saying I'm busy. When in reality, they have way more. I
just have boundaries.
Okay, anyway. They have way more pull and way more status and actually are more attractive than you. However, the fact that you've been getting hit on by all these guys, thanks to the internet or whatever it may be, I've always said a woman's behavior with men is directly tied to her mindset about men or abundance with men. If a woman has a lot of options, she doesn't respect the men as much. She doesn't respect the options as much.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, I would have respected him if he had just been like, "Okay, you let me know when you're free."
You said you had flaked on him a million times. No. You said literally earlier you had flaked on him a bunch of times. Then you got frustrated and responded with that.
Women tell on themselves so much. So I'm asking you, social media detectives, to debunk this clip I'm about to show you.
If a woman has a lot of options, she doesn't respect the men as much. She doesn't respect the options as much.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, I would have respected him if he had just been like, "Okay, you let me know when you're free."
You said you had flaked on him a million times. No. You said literally earlier you had flaked on him a bunch of times. Then you got frustrated and responded with that.
But
you didn't want him,
if you really like him, you're not.
Yeah, you're gonna.
And he's paying for the flight.
You're not gonna be busy every time.
And I think sometimes we lie to ourselves, but it's if you really like him, you're not busy. You make time.
Crazy story. I've had females that like the D so much, they've called in sick the next day. I'm just saying, people make time when they want to. If they like you or respect you enough.
Let me ask you this. If I whacked off to Pornhub every day and busted a nut, watching porn every day, and I came in here and said, yo, I got a bunch of options, would you look at me like I'm crazy?
Well, okay.
But not physically.
The answer is no, I'm a f***ing idiot.
I don't know your life. You could
No. Let's be honest here. I'm a f***ing retard if I say that, because it takes no skill for me to whack off and bust a nut to different girls. It takes no skill for you to have men on you.
Well, it kind of does. The way that they're hunting me, it kind of does, actually.
Bro, you just exist.
I don't just exist. I built myself to be like this, and that's why men are even attracted to me, from even the way that I dress. From how I even do my hair, from how I do my makeup, how I dress. If I want to really attract men, I know I change the way I dress. I know how to change everything.
They want to
all
smash.
the niggas in the chat, all the niggas in the chat, these guys right here, they're shaking their head.
We
don't care about that.
You kind of do, because the way that I dress is what's going to show off certain things. Like, for example, today,
they want to smash.
If I dress like this to go out, I know exactly the attention I'm going to get.
They want to smash only.
That's okay if they want to smash, depending on how I dress. I know the ones that want to smash.
It does not refute the point. Look, once again, you're doing a terrible job of debating your point. What you're arguing is my level of attention increases and decreases based on how much time I spend on my appearance. However, you cannot refute the fact.
That's not what I said. Exactly.
That's quite literally what you just said.
My point is that I get more attention now than I never did
my makeup,
before.
putting myself together directly influences my level of attention.
No, it can.
However,
it can impact it, yes.
it does not reflect. It does not refute what I said when I said You simply still have to exist to get the attention. Whether you can amp it up, of course, but if you decided to not amp it up, they're still coming.
Okay, then let me add another layer to this.
You lost.
No, I didn't.
Outside of sex, what value does a woman bring to your life? Ask yourself that question. And if you like the content, please drop a like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
And I'll explain to you why. Because the way that men speak to me, obviously you're only speaking to me like this because you don't know me and your gas because you're on your podcast.
How many? Wait,
but wait. I'm
because
the
you
sort
make
of
no
woman.
sense.
Listen. Let me make it make sense.
Zero sense.
Let me make
it doesn't make sense.
Listen,
you
I'll
think,
make sense.
You
I'll
think
make sense
talking
of
more?
it.
Stop.
For example,
stop,
you're the only person that speaks to me like this.
Stop.
You're
You
the only
think talking
person.
more helps it? It doesn't.
No, it's not about it.
It just
helps.
continues to make you realize. Look crazy.
Men respect me outside of this space because I'm dealing with you, and obviously, like I said, you're a different type of rich asshole that I've not met before. But men,
I'm probably the first guy to tell you the truth.
And listen, no, you're not.
Probably.
You're actually not.
What have they told you?
You're actually not.
Have other guys told you you're masculine?
You're actually not. Literally, you are actually not.
What have
I
they
have
told
a lot
you?
of guy friends. And you know what? No, I actually do. I have a lot of brothers. I've got people that care for me, actually.
Fuck you.
Listen, it's up to you what you want to say, bro. I know the kind of person that I am. Don't be judging me just because I've got nyash and I dress like this and because I'm a woman. I have substance as a person, and that's really important. I don't care about whether you like me or not.
What's your argument right now?
My argument simply also comes to say my substance as a woman, to be respected and to be spoken to, how men speak to me, that I don't see them speaking to other women, is because I worked on myself to be who I am. And it takes a lot of effort because I'm not the same person as a Becky that goes to the club and gets moved to, and a guy has the balls to go up to her and say, I want to you. God forbid a man would ever say that.
Do you remember the original argument that we started this off on?
No, what was it?
And fucking incredible.
No, because I'm trying to get you to tell me.
You just realized you went on an entire tirade and you don't know what the you are arguing for.
No, I do know, but I don't know what you're trying to get to.
That is what I'm trying to say. When I say, like, do you guys see this shit? Like, yo, you went on an entire tirade and you don't even know what you're arguing for.
I've had so much different conversation with different types of females, and they constantly move the goalposts or change the narrative because it doesn't make them feel, it makes them think. I'm dropping gems for you.
I do know what I'm arguing for.
Hold on, then what is it? What were you arguing?
I'm simply telling you that I look for things more than just money.
No, that was not what the argument was.
Listen.
What was the argument?
I'm simply telling you that there's too many different things and too many different variables for me as a woman, individual, that will actually impact how people go towards me. For example, I've had to work hard on myself. Listen, I've had to work.
That wasn't it.
Listen, it wasn't it because you're telling me that I just need to exist.
That wasn't it.
And I try to explain to you that the way that I exist has taken a lot of work for me to be who I am and to look like this, to think like this, to be able to interact with men. Simple. I don't just exist.
Can I say something?
If you walk into a nightclub, men are going to approach you simply off of you being there. Okay? They're not going to care about your education. They're not going to care about, you know, you studying U.S. foreign policy. They're not going to care about your thoughts and your substance and all this other crap that you talk about. They're simply going to approach you and give you the opportunity to talk to you, and that's by you existing.
No, based on what I look like.
Existing.
What I look like.
Existing.
What I look like.
You know, it doesn't.
If I
UK, USA, Caribbean women, African women, listen, they're more or less all the same. But people, it's silent business. You know what time it is.
Messenger.
Don't shoot.